All right, Shalom. We're the brothers of Great Millstone, the Church of Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, we want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also want to say Shalom, much due honors and respect to you brothers out there that's laboring in his work and continue to push out this gospel in all diligence, truth, faith, and sincerity. So we want to entitle this sitting of this live stream simply World War III, because that's the climate that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? And World War III is going to be the vehicle, if you will, that the Lord is going to use to take down America. Why is that? Because America, matter of fact, get that Revelation 18 chapter.
It's Revelation 18. It's Revelation 18, verse 21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, "Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all."
Right. So this place is going to be thrust down with violence. Why? Because this place was built on violence. All right. When the so-called white man came over to the Americas, they came over here and they waged war on the Native American Indians, man, to take this land, man. This land wasn't allotted to the so-called white man. This wasn't their inheritance or their possession from the Most High. They came over here and took the land, man, by violence. So the Lord said, with violence, this city is going to be taken down. So World War III is going to be the instrument that the Lord used, to take this place down. Why? Because that's what you call poetic justice. That's righteous judgment from the Lord. The way they inherited this place, so to speak, it was about violence and war. So that's the way this place is going to go down. You got something up?
Yeah, this like Sirach chapter 10 and verse 13, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly.
Right, and that utterly overthrowing is going to happen by way of the nuclear missiles. All right. Now, you got that in Habakkuk with that. Get that real quick, because it's a reason why America gonna be taken down in the climax of this World War III. Because right now we already in the middle of World War III, man. You got airstrikes, you got cyber wars, proxy wars, but the perfection in the climax of World War III, when the smoke clear and the dust settle, is gonna be the desolation of America. That's the whole reasoning behind World War III. All right, go ahead.
It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to them that build a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
Right. So woe means destruction. So woe is to the town that buildeth, that's built on blood, man. The scriptures tell you that the Most High is not mocked, and man shall reap what he sows. So if that's the way you reap, that's what you're gonna sow, man. If that's the way you built this nation on blood and on war, then that's the very way this place is going to be taken down. All right? That's the justice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now, I got an article right here, right, that I want to go into real quick. I don't want to really go into it, but this article came out today, and the reason why I want to go into it is for edification, because we're not the only ones that's telling you that World War III is imminent. All right? For all you people that scoff and make mockery of us when we tell you that World War III is on the horizon, well, guess what? This is an article that came out from Newsweek, which is a very reliable source. And they're not motivated by so-called religion or none of that. They just, just politics, right? So it came out today, and the title of it is U.S. War with Russia and China more likely as world power shifts from west to east, NATO says. Matter of fact, give me that Obadiah. We heard a rumor. So here's a source, all right, a news outlet that's telling you the same thing we telling you, man. That World War III is on the horizon, man. So this shouldn't be a foreign concept to digest, all right? Go ahead, Al. Yeah, come.
Yeah, this Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise against her in battle.
Right, so that's the rumor that was heard, okay, concerning who? Edom. And that rumor is what? Get that in Matthew 24. You should hear the wars and rumors of wars.
God.
So the rumor is what? War, man. So we ain't the only one that's telling you people that America is on the brinks of being destroyed by way of this World War III, man. This information is coming out from all around, man. And even if you are one who are not motivated by the scripture, because look, we don't need that source to justify us, man. We justified by the scriptures. It's just a point being made. Even if you're not one that's motivated by the scriptures, or you motivated by whatever, anybody can see that World War III is brewing, man. That's not so much of a far-fetched idea no more. That's not just a shot in the dark anymore. You can't just dismiss that no more. You got to actually entertain that thought now. When somebody tell you that World War III is on the horizon. So go ahead up.
And it's on Matthew 24, start at verse 3. Matthew 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Right. So the disciples inquiring about what's going to be the things that's going to signal the end of the world, which when you really go into it, that the end of the Roman Empire, the end of Esau's supremacy, the end of that reign of terror that was perpetuated by the so-called white man. All right, go ahead.
And Yahushua answered and say unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Oh, okay.
Verse 5, For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Verse 6, And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right, and you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars, man. So that's an accurate, that was a very prophetic statement by Yahushua, man. Because we're in a time right now where the whole vibration of war is up close and personal, man. And this is again, this is how the Lord chose to take down America, man. And not only is World War III spoken of in the scriptures, World War I and World War II, man. All the major world wars, the Lord made mention of that. Why? Because it tells you in Exodus, the 15th chapter, that the Lord is a man of war. This is how the Lord rationalized things out. When you go into the different kingdoms that preceded one another, going back to the Babylonian Empire, they was taken down by the Medo-Persian Empire. The Medo-Persian Empire was taken down by the Greek Empire, and so on and so forth. So this that whole idea of war is nothing foreign, man. It's only you simple Americans that don't understand that there's a time and season for everything that's going on the planet. Matter of fact, somebody get that real quick. Yeah. Ecclesiastes. Yeah, whoever can get it, bring it up.
It's Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right, so this the Lord telling you that there's a purpose for everything that happened on the earth. But here in America, you people think that is somebody get that too on deck. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. You stay where you at. Because in America, they believe in this idea of it's just one season all year round. That's the season of peace. That's impossible. When you consider the works of the Lord, it's spring, then you got fall, you got winter, you got summer. The seasons change, man. So get that real quick and we'll go there.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right, because we understand well what time and season we're in. We're in the season of war, man. That's why you don't see us trying to put any stock into America. We like pilgrims, man. It's like you on the Titanic sinking, what you watching the band play for, man? You know what I'm saying? You trying to get the hell out of the boat. You know that this place ain't gonna be here for long. Go ahead.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night.
Right, so we got perfect understanding about how this thing gonna take place. Go ahead up.
Come. Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety.
Right, see that's the season these people in America, these Babylonians in. That's the spirit they in. Peace and safety. They preparing to throw a barbecue tailgate for some football game this weekend, man. Their senses is not heightened concerning with the season they in. It's like a person walking around in the winter without a coat. So they don't know what season they in, man. So they saying peace and safety when we're clearly at war right now. Go ahead up.
Read on in 1 Thessalonians 5:3. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right, sudden destruction come upon them. That would usually happen when you ain't prepared for something, whether it's a tornado or a hurricane. A hurricane coming and you out cutting the grass. Suddenly you're gonna be blown away. So go back where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak.
So you notice the Lord thoroughly breaking down the different seasons, man. It's a season for everything, man. But Americans, they lured to sleep. They just think it's bedtime. All year round, all day, just bedtime. Go ahead up.
A time to love and a time to hate.
Oh, I thought the Lord loved everybody, man. It's the Lord advocating that it's okay to hate. There's a time to hate, man. Go ahead.
A time of war and a time of peace.
And we're in a time of war, man. We in World War III, man. All right, and it's gonna the climax of the perfection of World War III is gonna end in the destruction of America, man. And again, if you don't believe what we're telling you, then just go turn on any news outlet, any alternative media outlets, Al Jazeera, BBC, Newsweek, all right, RT News, and the vibration and the whole topic is gonna be dealing with war, man. And you got these different countries testing their missiles: India, North Korea, Russia. You got America. You got the Pentagon. They in certain intelligence, they looking to beef up their missile defense program. Why is that? Why you people saying it ain't war, but your very own president and the powers that be is acknowledging the fact that we in war? So you people bugged out, man. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna destroy you, because we telling you straight up through the scriptures that war is imminent. You had a precept? Anybody? Oh yeah, call them out.
Got a quick precept off the comment board, and this from GMS. All right, contend for the truth.
Oh, that's the L. And Shalom,
Shalom. This is the book of Luke, chapter 10 and verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning falling from heaven.
Yeah, come. That's how fast. Oh, matter of fact, get that in 1 hour.
Come.
Get that? Yeah, that's right, Elder, because it's going to be just like that. It took America all these years to build up this wickedness, you know what I mean? Build up this whole structure that perpetuate wickedness, and it's going to take Yahweh Shem Yahushua 1 hour to make this place come crashing down, man. And that's why we put our stock into these scriptures, man, and doing this work, because if you put your stock into America, man, you're going to lose it all, man. It's like, you know, you just investing in, you know,
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit, basically, man. Yeah. All right, go ahead. What you got up?
Yeah, this Revelation chapter 18 verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Yeah, in 1 hour, which actually links up with Satan falling like lightning, man. Because this thing gonna happen quick. It's certain missiles out there, they tell you, well, actually, the missiles that can come from Russia to America, it'll take 30 minutes to get here, man.
Right.
And the impact from air to ground is like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So you got, 60 seconds to think about your ass finna be fried, man. And it actually tells you that in the book of Joel, the 2nd chapter. Somebody get that real quick. Joel 2, yeah, come. Because that's how the Lord gonna build this thing up, man. Because they tell you the worst way to die is to know that you're gonna die, man. That's the worst feeling you can have, just that feeling of knowing you're about to die, man. And when you see those missiles, people see those missiles coming, the first thing gonna come to your mind is those men out on the street corners with that missile sign, man. That's gonna play in your head, man. So it's a method to the Lord putting us out there on the streets with that missile sign, man. That's the Lord playing a cruel joke on you people, man. All right, go ahead.
It's Joel chapter 2 and verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness.
Right, meaning they're gonna be confused. They're not gonna understand what's going on, man. They're gonna be looking at each other. Oh shit, you know what I mean? Is this actually happening, man? You seeing missiles, man. That's the top. You know, you got certain guns, handguns, and it moves up to a assault rifle, grenade, rocket launcher. But a missile is the top of the line, man.
Quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
This because it's gonna be another reason too. Because all those missiles, man. This Revelation 9:16, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
Right, and that's heavy because that many missiles, right? The Lord set it up like that so you people won't believe it. And another thing, like when you consider like just say this lamp, all right? When if you put a certain color lampshade over that lamp, it make the whole room look a certain color. So when those missiles pass by the sun or the moon, all those different missiles, you know what I mean? And it actually tell you the color of those missiles. Is it in that scripture?
Yes. It's still on now. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, there's 17.
Yeah, go into the color of them. Because there's a reason why the color of these missiles gonna be different colors. And they're gonna fill up the sky. So when they cover the sun or the moon, whatever respective time it be, it gonna make the whole day look different. Just like if you put a shade on the lamp, like a disco different, it make the room look different. So that's why it's gonna be known as the great and notable day of the Lord. Because the trees ain't gonna even look the same color. The leaves gonna look fuchsia purple. And you gonna bug out. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 17, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, that was it on that.
We'll get to the colors.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, that was.
It's in there.
I think it's before that.
Yeah, it is.
It's before.
Oh, no.
This in Joel.
Oh, no, it's in Revelation 9.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. But it said adjacent and a difference. Yeah. But see, that's going to be a beautiful day, though, man. And that day, you people going to know, it tells you that in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter. Then they should know that a prophet has been among them, man. So in that day, it ain't going to be no room for debate, all right? It ain't going to be no nigga brother politer than looking to debate nobody, man. You going to know in that day that the men of the Lord was telling you the truth, man. When that actually happened, man. And those missiles, like I was saying, that's the top form of destruction.
God.
You know, like I said, you got the certain build-up. You got handguns, assault rifles, grenades. But when you see a missile coming, you like, that's my ass, man. All right, 200 million missiles.
17, 9, 17.
Oh, 9 and 17?
Okay.
I think we read that.
Jason, yeah.
Yeah, we read it, yup.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the colors, man. They're gonna be certain colors of these missiles, man. So somebody get Isaiah 54 and 16. You got that? Yep, get that.
It's Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Right, so the Lord created the waster to destroy, man. It was the Lord who created the nuclear missiles, man. And they got a role concerning prophecy, the destruction of America. That's what they was created for, man. And the Lord created that. And we were just going to get that, John 1 and 3.
Okay.
St. John 1 and 3, man. Because you got people that stumble at the fact when we tell them that such a modern term, such as the missiles, is found in an ancient book. That's why people stumble at it. But you got to realize that the Most High is the inspiration behind the missiles being created. So go ahead, Op.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 1 and verse 3. All things were made by him. And in him is Yahushua.
Yep.
And without him was not anything made that was made.
And that's including the nuclear missiles. That's including the nuclear missiles.
Right.
So the Most High created the missiles for the destruction of America, man. They're not going to go in no museum. They're not going to be set up just to be on display or exhibition, man. That's you got something?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold it, but you got to get Isaiah 13.
Okay.
Get Isaiah 13. And I think, just go straight to the point, I think the 5th verse.
I got y'all.
Yep.
It's Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country,
Yeah, they come from a far country. Who? The missiles, man. Go ahead.
from the end of heaven.
From the end of heaven. The heaven is symbolic to the sky. So you people out here in the West, you're going to look up to the east end of the heaven and see the army of the Lord coming, man. Go ahead.
Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation.
Right, it said even the Lord. Meaning what? The Lord going to be leading the charge.
Right.
Because the Lord's spirit going to be on the missiles to
Right.
make them not bump into each other.
Right.
That's going to be a bad moment right there, man. Because they're going to look like an army coming. You're going to hear them too, man. That day, we can't really fathom that day, man. You know, you got to really sit down and just,
Think about it.
yeah, lock in, man. But that day going to be a day that I don't care who the hell you is, you're going to tremble in that day, man. All right? And your only hope, that's why the scripture said we're prisoners of hope. When that day, niggas like IUIC ain't going to be talking about fringes and that bullshit, man. Like they hold it in now, man.
Right. That's right.
They're gonna be reduced to just worms in that day. Everybody gonna be reduced. That's why the scripture said the Lord alone gonna be exalted in that day, man. And how do the Lord? Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 5 and 16 real quick. Because in that day, then you gonna. That's how the Lord get his glory, man, by bringing judgment, man. And somebody get Joshua 9 and 9. Go ahead. Isaiah 5 and 16.
It's book Isaiah chapter 5 verse 16. But the Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment.
The Lord of hosts shall be exalted in judgment. So in that day, everybody gonna be looking toward the Most High, man. You're not gonna be looking to, pull out your wallet and pay off. The scriptures tell you that in Zephaniah the 1st chapter, that your money ain't gonna deliver you in that day. So in that day, everybody gonna have to be somewhat mindful that there's a higher power in that day, man. All right, go ahead up.
And the Most High that is holy shall be sanctified in the righteous.
Yeah, see?
Righteousness. So
And righteousness,
Yeah.
right. So get what you got.
It's Joshua 9 and 9. And they said unto him from a very far country, that servants are come because of the name of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Rashad, thy power, for we have heard the fame of him and all that he did in Egypt.
Right, so they heard the fame of the Lord and all that he did in Egypt. So that's how the Lord get his fame. From the judgment that he bring, man. So guess what? The Lord going to actually take pleasure in bringing America to a halt, man. That's how he going to get his judgment. He going to be like a valiant soldier taking down his enemies, man. And again, the way the Lord going to do it is by World War III. I know you holding that. Give Revelation 11:14.
How you pronounce your brother's name? You know that it's a correct brother in ATL.
This
11.
Good precept too.
this Revelation chapter 11,
14.
verse 14. The second war is past,
The second war is past. Go ahead.
and behold, the third war coming quickly.
Right, and the third war coming quickly. So the Lord piecing everything together perfectly, man. We know that before this World War III actually takes place, is certain prophets is gonna come and play. Like we just wait for that chip to be made mandate. But guess what? Like the Apostle Paul make mention, when that chip be made mandate, this thing gonna move quickly, man. Esau ain't gonna enjoy the fruits of that enterprise. Once they get that chip, rolling, the Lord gonna make this thing come, fast, man. And before you know it, the missiles will be coming, man, and we'll be up out of here, man. So get what you got up. Oh, matter of fact, get the car.
Yeah, this another precept from the coming board. This the brother in the Atlanta camp, the brother Kazar, GMS.
Yeah, Shalom out.
Shalom. All right, hey, beautiful precept too. This is the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 7 and verse 13. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. So hey, the scripture said he ordaineth his arrows against the persecutor, man. All right, so this is gonna happen regardless, man. This was predestined to happen, man. Okay, thus says the Bible, man. All right, and it say the instruments of death. All right, which are these thermonuclear missiles, man.
Right.
All right, death to you other nations, death to 2/3 of our people. All right, death to Esau, Edom. All right, but that's gonna be the day of salvation for the elect. All right, it say he ordaineth his arrows against the persecutor, and it said arrows because hey, in those times it wasn't no such thing as a intercontinental ballistic missile. All right, for us to say intercontinental ballistic missiles. So that's a metaphor for the missiles, saying arrows, man. What you do with an arrow? You shoot them, man. Same way those missiles gonna get shot on America. All right, and they say against the persecutors.
Yep.
All right. So we know who those are.
Yep.
All right. 2/3 of our people, number one.
Esau number one, yeah.
Esau number one.
Yeah.
Esau number one.
And 2/3. Because 2/3, that's why Yahweh Shah said, you are of your father the devil. He was telling the Israelites when he said that. So, big picture, anybody outside of this truth, you done, man. Anybody outside of this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you might as well say you Esau's too, man. Because you have bought into this system. You're a part of this system, man.
You're an unnatural natural Gentile now.
You're an enemy of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. What Yahweh Shah said, he who not gather with me, scatter abroad, man.
Right.
And he that is not with me is against me, man. So that's how direct the Lord Yahweh Shah is, man. So, that was a beautiful precept. Get what you got.
This 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 4. Expire sit among you, and who may quench it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna jump down. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong.
And this actually bag up with the op going into the precept the op brought out. Go ahead.
For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Right, and this scripture right here proves that that's not talking about a literal bow and arrow, because the arrow can't be shot to the end of the world, man. An ancient arrow, man. Only thing can accomplish a feat like that is the nuclear missiles, man. This modern technology, man, which the Most High is not in the dark about the missiles, man. This is a creation of the Lord. This is a form of the Lord making Esau to fall in the same trap that he laid. That's why I can't remember where the scripture at, but it tells you about he who rolleth a stone, it shall fall, it shall return on his own head. That's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. That's talking about Esau, because Esau was able to seize control of the world with their weaponry, man. So now it's a level playing field. Matter of fact, somebody get that.
Something like that. This Psalms 10:2. The wicked and his pride will persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
And that's a beautiful scripture. That's the devices that they imagine is the nuclear missiles. The very thing that they rose in the very thing they trust in is going to be to their demise. All right, the sword. All right, that's their gift. So with a gift, you got to live and die by your gift. You know what I mean? Like they tell you that in sports. Like if you got a basketball team and they shoot threes, they live and die by it. It's a gift. They gonna win by it, but you better believe they gonna die by that, because they gonna hang their hat on that. So that's America, man. That's the so-called white man. That gift, what they live by, they gonna die by that gift, man.
Because they trust in.
Cause they trust in that, man. That's what they trust in. So I'll give what you got.
I got a precept when you say put on his fall on his own head.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Precept is Psalms 7:16. His mischief shall return upon his own head.
Yep, his mischief shall return upon his own head. And that's the spirit, because the Lord said it's going to return on his head. Give me that on Adumia.
Yeah, 34 years. That's it.
See? See how the scriptures work? The Lord telling you plainly, but it's not plain to you people out there. It's plain to us, man. And all the sincere men throughout Great Millstone primarily, where the Spirit had rested on us, man. But when it says on his own head, that's literally, because the mischief gonna come down on top of him, man, in the form of the missiles. Go ahead, I'll read that again.
It's Psalm 7:16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate.
Right, and that's the nuclear missiles, them violent dealings, the nuclear deals. All right, you feeling, because when you talk to the average Joe Sixpack, just the average American, right? They all in the spirit of, if you ask them how they feel about the war, all right, about everything that's going on in World War III, what's they gonna tell you? They're gonna say, well, we got the strongest military, our military defense system, blah, blah, blah. They trust in the sword, man. So that very thing that they hang their hat on, they put their stock into, is going to return on their own head, man. Go ahead.
Revelations, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to get that real quick.
Yeah, precept coming out. The brothers do that. Yeah, they tell you, keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
get that.
It's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leaveth take care of it shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Yeah, and that's when you get collateral damage. Esau, they bomb these different countries, and it's babies sprawled out, women. Well, they kill with the sword, man. Esau kill your ass just to prove a point, man. Esau kill you just to raise the prices. That's why 9/11, a lot of those investors got rich because of 9/11. They go to war to for the pockets to get that. This devil lived by the sword, just like that scripture say, and just like Genesis the 27th chapter, where it tells you that's they blessing, man. So when they need money, whenever they need to do this, whenever they need to do that, pass a law, they revert to the sword. You got something? Go ahead.
This from the brother GMS Thick Clay. All right, Shalom. All right, beautiful precept. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1, from one of my favorite scriptures too.
Yep.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up.
Yep, and that cuts the hell doctrine right there. Because hell supposed to be every day, right? Ain't hell every day? The Lord is highlighting a certain day that's on the horizon, man. And that's the day when those nuclear missiles come, man. That's gonna be the most monumental day in infamy, man. That day gonna rock you people's spirit. When you wake up in the next world, your spirit still gonna be shaken from that, man. I ain't being funny when I say that, man. You gonna really know who the Lord is in the next world because He gonna shake you up so bad in this lifetime. Your spirit gonna wake up still trembling, man, from what's gonna happen in that day, man. That's why Ezra said, "Woe is me, woe is me." All right. Go ahead. You got something else?
I do.
Oh yeah, get that. Yep.
It's Isaiah 34:2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and His fury upon their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter.
Yep.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of the air. And their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved.
All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. Is that talking about where your grandma at? That's talking about the rulers, man, of this world, man. Those who set the laws, legislations, those who govern the present world. That's gonna all be dissolved, man. Have you ever seen like an inferno, like whether your stove, a heater, you know how your grandma used to have the old heaters, and you can see a wave? That's the lake of fire, man.
Right.
It's gonna be real wavy, man. It's gonna be intense heat, man. Matter of fact, you still reading this, right?
Yeah, it's
Get heaven passed away with a great noise too. You know what it is? Yeah, Second Peter. Yep. 3. Yep. You can get that. You just stay where you at.
I got a quick precept before I get that.
Yeah, go ahead and write it out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and I'm gonna start at 22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn into the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
Yep, and that's the government. What's the foundation of the mountains? America. This is the foundation of the earth. Everything revolves around America, man. You can't get a passport. If you want to get ahead in life, you got to learn the English language, man.
Right.
You got to come over here to these institutions, get schooling over here, man. You got to go through America, man. This is the foundation of the mountains. This is the foundation of the earth. All right, go ahead. You got more?
Verse 23. I will heap mischief upon them. I will send my arrows upon them.
And that's the nuclear missile. Them the Lord missiles, man. Them not North Korea. That's not Kim Jong-un missile over there, man. That's the Lord missile, man. And I don't want to, but I got to say this, right? It's actually a chance that the Lord can make the missile shoot out without a motherfucker pushing the button, man.
Right.
That's right.
Because it's proof of that.
It
A while back, it happened before, man. And it's a good chance of that. It's a good chance of that. That's why the scripture tell you, no man know the day with the Lord, man.
Right.
So really when you dig beneath the surface, it ain't gotta just be Putin. Putin might be in there like, oh shit, stop it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the Lord. When the Lord ready, the Lord can send those missiles. And you know what lined up with that in the scriptures? Revelation the 7th chapter, holding back the 7 winds. They holding back the missiles, man. Get that. They holding back the missiles because really when you think about it, if you go back, when the missiles started counting down, it was chariots flying over the silos, man. Them was the angels holding back the winds, man. Go ahead, Salakia, Revelation 7. Let's get that real quick. Holding back the 4 winds. Because that's another aspect of this truth, man. It shows the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. It don't really take a man to hit the button, man. The Lord can make those missiles. Once the last missile created, the Lord can say, okay, get the hell out of here. I don't need you no more, man. And He can send the Spirit to make that, because everything on computer anyway, man. The Lord can just make that thing just a glitch or whatever, man. And all the missiles just fire off. Coming toward America, man. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 7:1. And not these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth.
So it's the Lord that's holding back that destruction, man. And we just read it. Strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow, man.
Right.
God.
Go ahead.
And that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor the sea, nor on the tree. That's it.
Yeah, and that's dealing with the nuclear missiles, man. The nuclear winds. But the point is, the Lord got certain angels that's holding back, that set up to orchestrate that destruction. That's why it tells you about the in the river Euphrates, man. The angels that's in the river Euphrates, man. It's certain angels that's over they got certain tasks, man. You got angels that protecting us. You got angels that's working on the minds of these world leaders. You got angels that manipulating certain things. Angels that made some nigga flip off the highway tonight. But the angels doing their bit, the bidding of the Lord, man. It's angels that the Lord got responsible for holding back the four winds. And they ain't waiting on Pew, man. They waiting on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to give them the word. So,
yeah, back to the comment board. This the brother Kazar GMS. All right, that's the spirit, because we were just gonna bring this same scripture out.
oh yeah,
All
that's the spirit, yeah.
That's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, this 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Yep.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night,
Yep.
in the which the heavens
Remember the word thief again. Nobody could know. Nobody.
Yeah.
It's a possibility nobody would know when the missiles come. The Lord got the power to do the hell he want, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
Yep. And we know that's the powers that rule this earth, man.
That's right.
The way they're gonna come out of power is gonna be by with a great noise, which will
Right.
be in the form of the nuclear missiles.
That's right. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein.
Yeah, Family Guy, American, the works of America. That shit gonna be burnt up, man.
God.
It ain't gonna be a Jordan land over here and an Air Force One. Everything that reminds you of America is gonna be totally destroyed.
God.
And that's gonna be beautiful, man. Go ahead.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Yeah, and they're gonna be burnt up. So, matter of fact, somebody get Ecclesiasticus 39 and I think in 29. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 29, because the scriptures say what? All the works therein gonna be burnt up. So that's, if you think of a mechanic, right? He got a toolbox. He said, well, I need to use the wrench. Well, now let me use this. That's how the Lord is. And one of his tools is fire, man. And he chose to pull that out for you damn crackers, man. That's why when we take you into hardcore slavery, the Lord gonna choose that instrument again to burn your ass up. All right, get
It's Sirach 39 and 29. Fire and hell.
matter of fact, yep, read it's like.
Sirach 39 and 29. Fire and hell and famine and death all were created for vengeance.
See, they was created for vengeance, man. So that fire, that nuclear fire that's gonna come in the form of World War III, all right, that's gonna be the vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That he's gonna pour out on America, man. Because America gonna pay for the atrocities started with the nation of Israel, and also for pretty much blaspheming. That's why it tells you in Revelation 18, she had on her head was written blasphemies. All right, fucking whole America, man. This bitch gonna be burnt up. Matter of fact, if ain't nobody got it, then get Revelation 17 chapter, man. Where it goes into that. You got something else with it?
Yeah, back to the comment board. This the brother GMS Dick Clay again. Hey, Shalom, Akim, man. Hey, keep them precepts coming, man. Through the spirit, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 50 and 14. Beautiful. And through the spirit, I think we already had it, but that's just the spirit, though. All right? Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Yeah, meaning she gonna be surrounded, man. Like it's it ain't gonna be no escape for this bitch, man. That means that she ain't gonna have nobody watching her back because her allies is actually gonna turn on her, man.
God.
Yep, go ahead.
All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Right, and everybody got the nuclear capability right now. We were just discussing this. India, goddamn India, man, just got through testing the ICBM
The
missile,
scripture
man.
said, let the weak say I'm strong.
Yep,
I'll say something too.
Yep.
They're moving X-Men the Avengers.
Speak up.
The X-Men Avengers. All the missiles had went off, and then one of the colonels was like, "I ain't know India had that many missiles or something like that, man." So there's a lot of countries that you don't even know they got missiles. Third world countries, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
yeah, and that actually go into somebody hold that too. I think that's Jeremiah 3. Beat your plowshares.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Al.
All right, back in Jeremiah 50 and 14, I'm going to start from the top again. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows.
Right, so that's why when you read Revelation the 9th chapter about 200,000 missiles, that's not far-fletched, man.
Right, that's right.
Because all the missiles that's been created is going to actually be shot out, man, across the world. And they main destination gonna be here in America, man. It tells you that in Joel the 2nd chapter that the land is as the Garden of Eden before it reached there, and it's a desolate afterwards, man. So the Lord building this thing up beautifully, man. World War III, man. This is how the Lord is gonna rationalize out his drama with the so-called white man in the form of World War III. All right.
Come. Reading on is reading on it say, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
That's her offense. All right.
That's right. That's right.
The scriptures tell you what to do with homosexuals and transgenders, and this fucking devil celebrate that shit, man. You think the Most High, it tells you that in what, Galatians 6 and 7, the Lord is not mocked, man. What a man reap, he shall also sow. All right?
Verse 15.
You got more or something?
Verse 15. Shoot against her round about.
Yep.
Salak. Shout against her round about. Salaki. She have given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done, do unto her.
Right, and that's all this America is known for, man. These airstrikes, all right, seizing control of these different nations, their resources, all in the name of so-called democracy, the institute democracy, that wicked vibration of democracy in these different countries. Well, if all else fail, these devils will just bomb your ass, man. So the Most High is going to repay this devil. That's what you call righteous judgment, man. All right, the Lord going to repay this devil with the same action she took, man. All right.
This is Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
They got precept right now. You read it again.
Alright, this is Isaiah 34 and 4. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Yeah, the heavens gonna be rolled together like a scroll. That's the Lord giving you like a vivid illustration. And when you look at that mushroom cloud, it looks just like a scroll, man. So you can't tell me this ain't the most powerful book on the planet, man. This book actually, if you tapped in, if the spirit rested on you, this book clear and to the point, man.
That's right.
It ain't nothing like it tells you in Proverbs the 8th chapter. All the words of my mouth are plain, plain to him that have understanding, man.
Right.
So this simple to us, man. This straight up and down right here, man. So the Lord say, without whispering your ears, shout it out from the rooftop. So we telling you the secrets of the Lord. If you got the faith to believe in, you would do well to believe it. All right.
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falling from out the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Right, and that's how the missiles actually gonna look too. Even though this talking about how America gonna fall, but the missiles gonna look like a figs, like something falling from a tree, man. And it gonna look like rain as well. We already examined that. When the rain come down, if you get rain and it come down like in a puddle, it hit and then the vibration pop out, man. That's the Lord. The Lord ain't no joke, man. He reminding you at all times his plans, what he gonna do to this place, man. Go ahead.
Said, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
And Idumea, that's Esau. That's the land of Edom, man. That sword gonna come down on America, man. America is Esau's gate, if you will. This they stronghold. That sword gonna actually come down on their head, man. That's the judgment that's reserved for the so-called white man. And again, I read that article, the headline from that article. We ain't the only ones telling your ass that. Every news outlet telling you to brace yourself and gear up, because World War III on the horizon, man. And this in the scriptures, huh? Yep. Go ahead. Oh, okay, cut. Yeah, we might get around.
All right, this for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword.
And the people of the Lord's curse is Esau, man. For all you people out there that want to just equate the fucking broken niggas out there, man.
Right.
Here it is, you want to bring Esau into the fucking devil. And the Most High use this devil to show you, like when you go into the movies, they show you that they your enemies, man. And you got these niggas want to bring them in. But here go the Lord telling you that Idumea is the people of his curse, man. And if you got any sense, you'll see that these devils curse. They got no pigment in their skin.
That's right.
If they don't got no sunscreen, they're at risk to being affected by the elements, man. That's the people of the Lord curse, man. Go ahead,
Said the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness.
Yeah, this is a sacrifice for the Lord, man. Go ahead.
And with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord hath sacrificed in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Yeah, by their blood, we gonna escape. The Lord gonna kill them motherfuckers, man. All right? And because really when you go into it, you can't be delivered unless it's destruction happening, man. So in order for the Lord to deliver us, he needed a sacrifice. He needed to kill somebody first. He needed somebody to pour his wrath out on, man. These are things that make you fear Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah, man. So, matter of fact, I'm going to read this again. I'm going to just read the title again from Newsweek. This article came out today. It says, U.S. war with Russia and China more likely as world power shifts from west to east, NATO says, man. So this is a source that's not motivated by religion or none of that, man.
No.
They ain't with us. It ain't like they, we broke some bread with them. Hey, we need y'all to come out and talk about World War III so we can. No, man, it's the spirit of the Lord, man. Everything is being made evident, man. More and more evident. And NATO is going to turn on America, man. That's in the scriptures. You got something?
Right.
Yeah, there's
Give Revelation 17.
2 Ezra 15:15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. That sword is actually dealing with destruction overall. But ultimately it's going to come in the form of what? The nuclear missiles, man. World War III is imminent. All right? World War III is a reality, man. It's very plausible, man. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, you probably would have had an argument just for entertainment's sake, just to make it interesting. But now you can't say nothing, man. You can't say that we crazy for telling you that World War III on the horizon, man. Go ahead, Up.
It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand.
Yep. Yeah, yep. And actually, that's twofold because they're dealing with the nations on the small level and on the high level, man. These different nations gonna have swords in their hand, and that lines up with Ezekiel. Matter of fact, get that. Since you read that, get Ezekiel the 38th chapter, where it said all them handling swords. Cause right now everybody, and you get Joel. Real whole Revelation. Get Joel 3. There's a weak sound strong, I believe it's turn your swords into powers. Yep. I think you Isaiah Ezekiel 38. It's all them handling swords. 5. Go ahead. 5.
There's Ezekiel 38:5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and all of them with shield and a helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, and the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, jump with the 4. Salakia. 4. Salakia. Yep.
Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
All of them handling swords mean everybody got the nuclear missile capability now. Everybody got the nuclear technology, man. Everybody handling swords. So Esau can't just roll up on India or nobody, hey, step down on them. India got swords too. So the scripture said all of them handling swords with links up with them with swords in their hand, standing up against each other, man. So you got more? You got something else?
I appreciate it. Yeah, there's Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yep, because America is not going to be able to finesse their way out of this one, man. Because even down to the regular citizen, they understand that they've been pimped by America. Even on all sides, they're like, man, look, America full of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You got disgruntled people coming out, whistleblowers. You know, scriptures tell you that their tongue shall fall on itself. So people that caught up to the bullshit of the bankers, man. Go ahead up.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Yep.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Right, those missiles ain't gonna have no feelings. When that missile coming down, it's gonna be a baby in the crib. It's gonna be a woman pregnant. That missile ain't gonna have no feelings. That missile gonna shred her ass to pieces, man. All right? This is why you feel the Most High. Go ahead up.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms.
The glory of kingdom. Go ahead.
The beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. So you know what? The Most High left Sodom and Gomorrah as an example, man. And here it is. These devils turn right. See Esau. That's why Esau is known as the son of perdition. Because Esau is like this, right? It can say danger, do not touch. And Esau gotta just touch it, man. So they know that the Most High, they know what Yahweh Shem Yahushua did to Sodom and Gomorrah, man, and why he did. And these devils came right around and followed in that, man. So their destruction gonna be well deserved. All right? So, you got something?
Okay. Yeah, just want to say shalom to the elder, GMS, behold, I come quickly, shalom.
Yeah, shalom.
He just made a comment, you know, like he said, hey, like leaves falling in autumn, man.
Yep, Hey, which that's heavy because that's the change of seasons. So the change of the guard is going to come by way of those missiles coming.
That's right, that's right. Back to the coming board again, it's GMS, all right, thick clay. Okay, Isaiah 9:5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
Right, yeah, and that's when you go into the ancient world, you got javelins and swords, shields.
Making all type of noise.
Making all type of noise. Yeah.
All right, but it reads, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
And one thing always stood out to me, and I always said, well, what the word fuel doing in the Old Testament?
That's right. That's right.
Because this is one of those subtle scriptures that Pastor Porkchop Jennings don't know what the hell it's talking about. He don't even know where it's at.
That's right.
All right? This is a hidden nugget that's a vivid picture going into the missiles, man.
That's right.
All right? With fuel of fire, man. This how this war gonna be fought, man. This war, and it's already being fought like that. With airstrikes, you know, they got to gas up the helicopters, you know, the different choppers and airplanes to do airstrikes, dudes shooting, you know what I mean? This war is not a hand-to-hand combat war, man. So this is the technology, you know, and that technology ain't gonna stop there. When we get in power, we gonna supersede this little technology by light years, man. So everything is just gradually growing, you know what I mean? Everything gradually growing. By the time we come into power, hey, look, nobody gonna come up against us, man. And if you do come up against us in the kingdom of heaven, that's your ass, man. It ain't gonna be no point when we gonna be looking over our shoulder. Oh, somebody stirring up the Medes. We gotta go to war. Esau is the only one. That's why it tells you when we get back in the kingdom, it say the sword's gonna beat you're gonna no longer be war. Okay, the lion gonna lay with the I forget is it the deer or something like that. The sheep or the lamb, the lion and the lamb shall lay together.
He said you're gonna beat your swords into plowshares.
Yeah, you're gonna beat your swords into plowshares. Meaning it ain't gonna be no more war, man. Or we aren't gonna be threatened of war. If anybody get their head bust, it's gonna be us bringing out the rod of iron, man. So get what you got out.
It's on Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty man, that all the men of war draw near.
And you see that right now, man. This is the most accurate book on the planet. This is the most powerful book on the planet. The Lord calling it straight, you know, he calling it just how it's going, man. Right now you see all these nations gearing up, jockeying for position. They're getting ready, they're marching, they're flexing their muscle. Well, that's the fulfillment of this scripture. The mighty men is symbolic to the soldiers, man. The military men. So you can understand. Go ahead, up.
Let them come up. Verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords.
Yep.
And your pruning hooks, like your pruning hooks into spears.
Right, meaning these other nations, when America was balling out, they was scratching and clawing to get their military and their nuclear system up to par, man. They was beefing up their military, man, and their nuclear system, man. It's like, I forget what movie that was. Was that Rocky? When Rocky, it was Rocky. I don't know if y'all remember the old Rocky.
Rocky 3.
When the Russian.
Yeah, Rocky 3.
That was Spirit, yeah.
That was 2 or 3.
Yeah. Rocky was piloting and the Russian was training like a motherfucker. The Russian was running through the snow and Rocky was popping champagne and shit. But that's what happened, man. After the Cold War, America was spending money bullshit, man. And the rest of the nations were catching up with them, man. That's why it was called the Cold War. Why it was called the Cold War? Because Russia is known as what? The bear, man. And the bear hibernates in the winter. The bear come out in the summertime. That's why Yahweh Shah said, when you see the leaves show forth its bud, then know that summer is near.
Right.
Now the bear out looking for meat, man.
That's right.
See what I'm saying?
That's right.
Matter of fact, since you got some more on that?
Let the weak say I'm strong.
Let the weak say I'm strong. So the reason why a lot of the weak saying they strong, because the Lord tell you in Ezekiel that the bear is going to be a guard to them, but they got their own missiles now, man. You got some? Get Revelation 13 and 2 real quick, since I made that statement about the bear coming out in the summertime, man. Scriptures refer to Russia as the bear, man.
It's Revelation chapter 13 and verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. And the beast and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
That's symbolic to Alexander the Greek. This scripture is a timeline of Esau's rulership. The first part of their rulership came in the form of Alexander, the Greek. Go ahead.
So, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
In the end, they're going to be taken down by the bear, which is Russia. Russia is going to spearhead the end of this whole rulership. So that's the Lord giving you the timeline. Look, the beginning of Esau was with Alexander the Greek, but the end is going to end with Russia. Russia's going to end the whole run of Esau. You might say, well, I want to punish Esau. Yeah, the Lord going to use Esau to take down Esau. Because when Russia take down America, it ain't like Russia going to be next. That's going to take the whole. When this happens, Yahushua going to spring into action and deliver us, and we're going to have spiritual power. That's when the scripture going to come into play. I beheld the kingdom of heaven coming down as a bride, beautifully dressed, you know. We come back down in those chariots to seize control of the planet once and for all. All right?
So,
yeah, go ahead.
That's what it said. The scripture say, that's why it say, Satan, the Bible against Satan, the kingdom,
Yep.
the kingdom stand.
Come.
So they were opposite like Russia gonna take down America, and America gonna shoot missiles on Russia.
Yeah, come. Even when you look at America, allies, Germany, you know what I'm saying? It's like we always say, we bring this out at camp a lot. If you got a pack of wild dogs and you throw them a steak, they ain't gonna rationalize it out. They gonna go at each other's throat for that steak. So that's Esau, man. Esau broken all up. They ain't together, man. You got some Edomites calling themselves Germans, Sweden, Australian, France, Russians. You know what I mean? But if they was together, then maybe. But this is all in the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. So get Revelation 17. And get what the elders got. Yeah, get it, please. Get Revelation 17.
Keep rolling. Somebody say something.
Hold on, we want to start at. Start at 9.
There's Revelation chapter 17 and verse 9. And here's the mind which have wisdom. 7 hills are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and go up into perdition.
Right, which is dealing with America. He is of the 8th, the 8th being Britain. Go ahead.
It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
And that's dealing with when NATO, an hour to the Lord, if I'm not mistaken, if the brothers on the coming board, they know the precise number. If I'm not mistaken, it's 46 years. All right? And when you go into when NATO was founded, it was around 46 years, man. Approximately around that time. So that's the 1 hour they was given to rule with the beast, man. Which NATO is the beast, but the beast stems all the way back from the Roman Empire into now. It's a continuation. All right? But the beast right now is NATO, man. Go ahead, up.
These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. And these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Yeah, and that links up. If you want to know more about that story, go to 2 Ezra 13 chapter. It breaks down, it goes step by step into that war and how it happened. You know, how the Lord got their ass, man. You go. The Lord was waiting on that war, man. Lord ready to get Esau, man. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right, and we saw the humble beginnings, if you will, of that out in Brussels, man, with that meeting with Trump. Trump elbowed his way through, man. Then he stood up and posed and shit, man. And NATO, it'll blow you away when you watch that, man. the world leaders from NATO was whispering to each other and shit like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the scripture playing out, man. And that's a fulfillment of his look was more stout than his fellows. See? So read that part again about they shall burn her, man.
Says
That's World War III right there, man. Go ahead.
Revelation 17:16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
And that's World War III. She's gonna be burnt with fire. This place gonna be left totally desolate, man. See what you got out.
This from the elder GMS. Behold, I come quickly.
Yeah, Elder Mike Oliver.
Come. This from the elder Michael Oliver. All right, Shalom again.
Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 17, and it shall be.
Get that. Go to that too.
Come. Zechariah 14 and 17, and it shall be that whosoever will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts, even upon them shall be no rain.
Right, so you people gonna know who to work. You gonna know to pay tribute to Yahushua, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, because the next world to come, you got these different nations like China and Russia. They jockeying for position as if they're gonna be the next rulers. But guess what? It's gonna be the governing body with Yahushua leading the charge, man. That's gonna be the next rulers of the planet, man. See, that whole Illuminati, that whole structure of the bankers, they stole that from Israel, man. That whole governing ranking system. Esau don't know nothing, man. They took that from Jake, man. So we gonna show you how it's done. And guess what? If you don't come pay tribute to Yahushua, the Lord gonna make it not rain on your ass. Meaning you're not gonna get crops. You gonna you know what? It's gonna be probably some knucklehead. I'm just tired of Israel. You know what I mean? That's why that's written. So the Lord can make that happen. It's gonna be some knucklehead tyrant to get tired of, you know, Jake, man. And that gonna be fulfilled, man. It ain't gonna be no rain on their ass, man. So in the kingdom to come, you gonna know who to truly serve, man. Because I'm gonna hit you with this, right? Esau even know that he don't supposed to be ruling right now, because he hide. The Illuminati, if you was truly, you knew that you was rightfully, you know, supposed to be in the power seat, you would be out. You know, we rule, man. This we was given this. What the fuck you sneaking around for? So when we come into power, it's gonna be well known. Yahushua, man. We gotta go serve Yahushua, man. Oh, it's a high holy day. We gotta go up here and keep this high holy day, man. Or whatever. How the Lord have it all set up, you know. How you gotta pay tribute. And I'm gonna even say this: when we come into power, it's gonna benefit you other nations, man. You ain't gonna have to eat GMOs. You ain't got to worry about blowing in smoke. The world gonna be ran in righteousness, man. Only one that's really not gonna benefit from us ruling is Esau, man. We're gonna put our foot in the other nations' ass for a period of time, but they're gonna go back to their own little lands. But Esau is gonna have everything taken from them. We're gonna possess Petra and that whole land that was given to Esau, man. Mount Seir. We're gonna have that. So Esau is gonna be exterminated, man. The other nations gonna benefit ultimately of us ruling. You got something else out there? Come on, what you got? That was it on that?
Yeah, I think that was it. Let's see. No, continuing on is on verse 17.
Yep.
For the Most High have put in their hearts.
Yep, so the Lord put it in their hearts, which is their mind, to fulfill his will. The Lord the one who's doing this, man. Go ahead, yep, finish
to
up.
fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the peace, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Until these prophecies be fulfilled. Ain't nothing gonna kick off until the prophecies got to be fulfilled, man. So America got to be destroyed, man. All hell got to break loose out here in America, man. Oh, the scripture, when it says, then it's going to be known who my chosen are. That's got to be fulfilled, man, because you still got knuckleheads that don't believe that the men of the Lord rest that great millstone. All these things that got to be fulfilled, man. But guess what? We in the times where it's about to happen, man. And right now, if you're a man of the Lord and you still can hold this truth, you ain't a broken vessel, it ain't leaking out, then you in good case. Go ahead up.
It says, and the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of
What the hell that could be talking about? What could this be talking about?
God.
That's why you got to be thankful to Yahweh Shem Shai that he allowed you to see his plans. Go ahead, that was it on
Yeah,
that.
that was it on that.
You got somebody? Anybody got something?
Go ahead.
Anybody you got something?
Back in that Joel.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's on back in Joel chapter 3, it's verse 11.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down.
Is this not happening? Ain't this happening? All the nation's mighty ones, they soldiers, they military is gearing up. They're preparing for war. They coming out, man. Go ahead up.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right, Jehoshaphat, man. Which is what? What's Jehoshaphat? Yahweh, right? The Most High's judgment. This is what the Lord is going to judge the other nations. The Lord is going to kill two birds with one stone, so to speak. Matter of fact, hold that and get Zephaniah 3 and 8. This scripture right here links up with that. I could get it. You know what you got.
Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be.
See, the Lord gonna kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna gather all you, like, you know, it's three dudes fighting. One dude in front of you, one dude behind you. They trying to jump you, you duck, and they knock each other out.
God.
That's a beautiful move, man. That's how the Lord get down. The Lord do things spectacular, man. So he bringing all these nations together so they can take each other out, man. See, when you get in this truth, you ain't gotta justify yourself, man. It tells you that, I think, is that Romans, I think that's Romans, it escaped me right now. But what the scriptures tell you not to vindicate yourself or stay where you at. But you know what I'm talking about? You gotta.
I think it's sometimes it is.
No, I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's that. I have to try to find.
Okay.
Go back to where you at. But because the Lord gonna do it for us, man. The more you come into this truth, the more you be rooted and you groom, you cultivate it. Like I could say, you know, you become cultivated in this truth. Guess what? Then you're gonna know that it's not on you, man. The Lord gonna, vengeance is mine. So the Lord gonna get all these nations together, man. And he's gonna bring his judgment on. Yeah, go ahead.
For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
And all the earth is not talking about the entire planet. It's talking about wherever those nuclear missiles be shot off at. It's gonna be missiles that gonna definitely hit America. Certain parts of Russia, China, all these different hot spots where these, you know, you got missiles in these silos underground.
Right.
And they program to go to certain spots, man.
Right.
Everything's strategic. This the Lord business, man. So the Lord gonna basically cleanse the earth where all the blood, the saints been shed and all that, man. Where homos been getting down. I think one of the main lands that's not gonna really be touched, I believe, is around certain parts of the jungles in South America. It's gonna be a spot where when we land in those chariots, there's gonna be a reserved spot. That's why the Lord said that He gonna plead with his people in the wilderness. The Lord gonna plead with us again in the wilderness, man. See, I God always say, the end of Esau world, that's just the beginning, man. Once that chapter closed, it's gonna open up a door into all new things, man. That's the beginning. The world of Jacob, that's gonna be the beginning. So go back to where you was at.
It's on Joel chapter 3, verse 12 again. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there would I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
But the Lord said He's gonna sit the judgment. I mean, He ain't going nowhere. He gonna thoroughly make this happen, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Verse 14.
Right, meaning this place have exceeded, it ran its course. All right? Only thing left now is judgment, man. Go ahead.
Verse 14. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashim is near in the valley of decision.
See, in the valley of decision. So this is the place where the Lord is going to bring judgment on all our enemies, man. So really, the only thing we got to do is sit back, because as much in your mind you can meditate things you want to do, meditate terror, you can't come up with what the Lord can come up with, man. The Lord can come up with something that you can fart. Like we were talking about before we turned on the camera today about the egg and shit. That's a class in itself, but the Lord, He actually come up with things that you wouldn't even thought of. So he got the best way to put down these damn nations.
Good precept.
Yeah, before you get that, I'll get this real quick. Romans 12 and 19.
This is Romans 12 and 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
And that's how you're going to do it, in the valley of decision. All right? In Jehoshaphat. All right? Yahweh's judgment. So that's how He's going to repay. So it's not for us to avenge ourselves. Like you got these different groups, Black Panthers or whatever bullshit that came. That shit fizzled out. All right? Go ahead. Then whatever you got, go ahead and get it. We'll end off in a minute.
Just piggyback on what the Ark said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we know what the book of Isaiah say. You know, whatever man think, hey, Yahushua is 1,000 light years beyond that, man.
Come.
Okay, this we all know the scripture. This is the book of Isaiah 55 and 11. Okay, Salah, Isaiah 55 and 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And it's the Most High speaking, man. So, okay, so the way you see it, okay, the way you want it to be, all right, it's the total opposite with the Most High, man. All right, He said, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts, man. You want a carnal level, okay? Even if you spiritual, okay, and we are spiritual, we only receive what's given to us, right?
Yeah.
But see, the Most High is on a whole different level, man. All right, I'm gonna read verse 9. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, all right, we are on the earth, right? We are in the spirit, all right, but we're in this carnal body, on the earth, all right? So are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts? And that's the Most High speaking.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go back to the comment board. This the Ark GMS Stick Clay again. Okay. And this the book of Tobit. All right. Chapter 13 and verse 10. It says, "Give praise to the Lord, for he is good, and praise the everlasting King." All right. Who is that? Yahushua. All right. That his tabernacle may be built in thee again with joy. Okay, the scripture says again with joy. All right, and let him make joyful there and those that are captives. Okay, and who is that speaking of? All right, us right now. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. It say, and let him make joyful there in thee those that are captives, and love, and love indeed forever those that are miserable. Okay, go ahead. Okay, and where we catching hell at, man? In other words, where we catching hell at? All right, right here in America, man. All right. Verse 11, it said, many nations shall come from far to the name of the Lord power with gifts in their hands, even gifts to the King of heaven. All generations shall praise thee, all right, with great joy. All right? And that's going to be in the kingdom right there, man. All right? When Yahushua comes set up his kingdom, man. All right? And we, the hopeful elect, pray that we be the men, all right, be the governing body of Israel ruling up under Yahushua, man. Okay? And let's see, in verse, matter of fact, that was it the brother came with. Matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 12. It say, cursed are all that which hate thee, and blessed shall all be with love thee forever. All right? So Esau, Edom.
Yep, they curse, man.
Hey, you curse, man.
They actually hate the Most High.
That's right. That's right.
That links up with Psalms 83.
Done. Esau, Edom is the number one blasphemer, man.
Yep.
You know what blasphemer?
No, but I know what the number one enemy of the Lord is. Psalm 83, right?
Get it. You know what I'm saying? Esau, Edom, you the number one blasphemer, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, you go ahead.
Oh yeah. No.
You talk down. You talk down. All right, on the name Yahweh Yahushua. Look what you did with Cesare Borgia, man.
Okay, that's blasphemy.
Straight blasphemy, man. All right, you blasphemy. You in order for somebody to lie, right? What they gotta do?
Know the truth.
They gotta know the truth.
That's right.
All right. No, you came with this lie, this portrait of this lie, right? On who how Yahushua look. So guess what? You knew the truth, man. You knew that he was a so-called black man, or he was a man with melanin in his skin. He was a man of color, man, from the tribe of Judah. Okay. All right, the root of David. Okay, which is who? Yahushua, man, the son of David, which is Yahushua. All right. So you the number one blasphemer, man. Yeah. Okay. You blaspheme the Holy Spirit. You blaspheme the Word. Okay. You blaspheme, all right, against our Lord and our Savior, Yahushua, man. You ultimately blaspheme against the Most High, man. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
This is Psalms 83 and verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O power, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. Verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Right, so that's the Lord telling you his enemy, who the enemies who hate him, right? Keep reading up.
Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah, against us, man. That's what they're trying to come up with ways. We were talking about Jeff Sessions. Right, the hidden ones, the ones that's in the Lord's hand. Go ahead up.
It's verse 4. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Yep.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Yeah, really.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Yeah, so this the Lord saying all these different nations conspired together. But he gonna give you the order in that day who is his enemies. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom.
See, the tabernacles of Edom, the first one he mentioned, man. You ain't even got to read no more. You ought to see it talking about the other nations. But the Lord said that the house of Edom first and foremost, motherfuckers, man. That's why, again, this lesson dealing with World War III. World War III is the vehicle which the Lord is going to take these fucking devils down, man. The Lord not going to say, okay, we're going to just remove you and we're going to quietly put Israel in place of the Edomites. No, he's going to take you out with a great noise, with violence. You're going to be taken down. So if anybody done got nothing else, man, we can go ahead and close up. All right, that's it. All right, so yeah, with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, much due honors and respect to all you brothers out there, brothers who tuned in to the lesson, and you brothers out there that's also laboring in this work, and continue to push out this gospel in all true faith and sincerity. And with that, shalom.
Shalom.
Death to America.
Death
To America.
In the words of Death to America.